Buenos dias and happy Easter, especially to all those that are doing the Christianity thing of celebrating Easter. To you, Senor, Senora, and Senorita, this message comes to you from the heart of dawn as we awaken to the dawn of humanity. And I was thinking about the 50 years I spent in the Christian, like growing up, like from day one, and having this, the odd experience of some kind of enlightenment that never lasted, but there was the odd time it actually had. And to think about spending 50 years, and I'm not ripping that apart. It's like that kept me, searching and trying to find the answer, and I was never satisfied with that answer. And it's much similar to personal development. There's a limitation to it, and the limitation is using our intellect for that process, and it can only get us on the consciousness scale. The best to 400 on that conscious scale, and that's not enough. That's not enough for us as humans. We need to get to 700. We do, and to enlightenment, and the Christianity piece and the personal development. Those programs are built for that. Now, all we're talking about is an evolution here. Hi, Saul. Good morning. Sorry. Posted your beautiful notes this morning on Facebook, so everybody could share in your magnificent transformation. And that's what I'm talking about this morning, your transformation. And so, me spending these 50 years figuring this out and trying to and working as hard as I did at everything else, and the results didn't happen, and I was guided, I was led, I was guided to this instant and permanent transformation by instant and permanent transformation, the Iamdivinity, instant and permanent transformation. And that's at the level of 700 on the conscious scale of 1,000. Saul, who is listening here this morning, yes, good morning, Saul, had that in 3 hours. 3 hours. Like, think about that. I spent 50 years in the traditional model that Saul got in 3 hours. How can you compare the two? How can you compare the two? And her bliss and her joy and her whole life changing, and her kids being dramatically affected in a positive way, and her health issues dropping off. And she had migraines like I had migraines. I had migraines from age 8 to age 30. Yes. Like gone. How does that happen? Well, it happens by elevating ourselves above the humanness, the chatter, the negative beliefs and positive beliefs. Negative beliefs and positive beliefs are only based on who we think we are. What Saul experienced was a shift into her divinity, into her I am divinity. That's the difference. No matter what those programs are out there, if they are talking about intellect, if they're mentioning to do this exercise and do that and whatever, that's not the answer. It is not the answer. Yes, just like the evolution of a car, that went from the Model T now to the Tesla. It was evolution. The Tesla could not have been built in 1905. Nope, technology wasn't there. So we're not browbeating all of the other the vehicles that were built along the way. No, not at all. It's like, no, here's the Tesla. Here's what it can do. Here's how it runs, and all of that. So what this is an evolution. It's an evolution beyond the humanness and beyond beliefs, both negative and positive. And it's not sin. The biggest thing around the Christianity is like there's a God out there. There's a God out there somewhere. Yes, can't be seen, but it's out there. Well, that's not it. It's in here. It's in here. It's inside of us. Read Soul's notes. Yes, it's in here. And it's not intellectual. You have to bypass the intellect. That's what I had to do for me. That's how I found it. I bypassed the intellect. I bypassed all of that training, all of that conditioning of good and bad and sin and evil and punishment and hell and heaven. My God, like it was impossible with the conditioning to get to any kind of heaven. And yet those are the words that Soul used. I feel like I'm in this heaven. Well, she is. She's in this blissful state of her divinity. Isn't that amazing? 3 hours in a group. Yes. This all happened a week ago. Yeah. And all she's doing each day is posting these transformations of the staggering results that have happened from those since last Sunday to this Sunday. And it is available for everybody. Yes. But unfortunately, you can't take the conditioning that you have with you. No, it won't work. No. But for some, it's a strong grounding, a strong foundation to shift if you can let go of your addiction to those programs. Yeah, addiction to religion. Yeah, addiction to personal development. Yeah, they're all addictions. Yeah, and they're man-made. This isn't man-made. It is not man-made. I didn't make this. It evolved from my experiences, to show you how you can be in this. Yes, and I've just figured out the how in my 41-year journey of doing it this way. So you can have what Soul has. You can. Now, of course, here I am with my headset, my ear pads, whatever the heck they're called, in my pocket. So hopefully this sounds a little better. And so it's time for you. It really is. And all you have to do is ask yourself, is what I've been doing working? And if it's not, then you want to shift from that behavioral model, from that external model of something or somebody out there. You see, you might consider me out there, but it's not. All I've done is found the path, and I'm going to show you the path. That's what I showed Soul. I showed her the path, and she followed it. Yeah, and I showed her the path to hold it, and she's following it. That's why she's having 100% of the results. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Yes. So, there's your Easter. There's your Easter present. There's your Easter gift. There's your Easter wish. Yes. And it's all inside. It's not going into a building. It's not getting some kind of sacrament. It's not getting some kind of forgiveness. It's none of those. It is none of those at all. It is inside you. You are it. You are divine. As I am divine. As Soul is divine. And all you have to do is be willing to let go of the belief systems of who you think you are. No matter what you've been taught, no matter how long you've been uh, learning those programs. Just like some of the people are coming in from personal development and they're instantly shifting and they're saying, my God, I've been in personal development for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, looking for this and never got it. Well, there it is. There it is. And it's not outside, it's right in here. So happy Easter. And hopefully you're going to have more than what the Easter Bunny would bring you. And guess what? You can start your program as early as today. What soul experience? Yes, you can start today. Because every Sunday I do an English version of the Iamdivinity Instant and Permanent Transformation. And every Saturday in Spanish, Giancarlo and I do the Spanish version of the Iamdivinity Instant and Permanent Transformation. And I am not kidding. It is instant. It is actually the actual transformation is actually instant. It 100% is. Yeah, takes a couple hours or so to put all the pieces together, and then in one second, like boom, like that, there it is. It's gone. The illusions of who you thought you were, and the only thing left is your attachment to them. And you let go of those attachments like Soul did, you can have the kind of results that she has had. So, there you have it. Happy Easter, and thank you, Soul, for your experience for those watching and listening to know how possible it is, know how gigantic the results can be, and notice how quickly they can happen. So, have a magnificent, magical, divine day, each of you. I am done.